Hello Gyanis, this is Sunil Garg and I welcome you all to my channel Research Gyan. In this video, we are going to learn about basic of research. So before we start, I request you all to please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you may get updates timely. So let's start. First of all, have a look at the topics we are going to discuss in this video. In the concept of research, we will go through meaning of research, meaning of business research, definition of research, features, nature, objectives, purpose, aims, and some of characteristics of a good research with some of its limitations. So let's starting with the meaning of research. A set of standard operating procedures for more knowledge or for discovering new things or for defining the old things. If we are going to dictionary meaning of research, in Advanced Learner Dictionary, research is a careful investigation or inquiry, especially through search for new facts in any branch of knowledge. If we carefully look at the word research, this can be cut down into two words, that is re plus search. Re implies for again or new or again over again, whereas search stands for examining closely or carefully or looking for something that is missing or to test and try, or we may say for investigation. In Latin, the meaning of word research stands for to know. It makes more clear that research is a combination of activities to know or investigate a body of knowledge. There must be some queries in the mind of a researcher for which a researcher should answer the questions like, what do I want to know? How do I will know? And why I want to know this? Without answering these questions, the idea of research is not found feasible. This question makes a clear vision in the mind of researcher and help him to determine the objectives of research. This question also helps researcher to make a research plan and find out available alternatives to perform the research. So all this discussion implies that research means looking again, to research means to take another more careful look. Now we come to the definitions of research. According to Redman and Moray, systematized effort to gain new knowledge is research. That means the effort must be systematic and the objective should be to gain new knowledge. Now we look at other definition of research given by John West. Research is a systematic activity directed towards the discovery and development of an organized body of knowledge. The definition given by John West is one step ahead what was told by Redman and Moray. He supports the systematic efforts concept, but discovery of new knowledge. He also added development of knowledge. That means development of existing knowledge. Now we look at technical angle of research. One more definition that is given by George J. Monley. The systematic and scholarly application of scientific method interpreted in a broader sense to the solution of educational problem. Now, technical definition of research. It is defined as a systematic process of gathering, recording, and analyzing data to investigate a specific problem. In this definition, the important feature systematic process still remains same, and after that various steps of research are mentioned like gathering, recording, and analysis of data. Now we come to business research. Business research refers to systematic collection and analysis of data to find solution of business problem with an objective to explore, describe, and diagnose it. To understand it, we have to look at some example of managerial problems like deciding a target market for a product, or inventory related problem, or pricing decision, or purchase decision, and many more like this. Now we discuss various features of research. As discussed earlier, research provides new knowledge. It is an investigation. It is related to a solution of problem, or we may say business problem for business research. The conclusions are made on the basis of observation or experimental evidences. It requires more possible accuracy in data collection, that is observation experimentation. And finally, the most important feature of research is that results must be recorded and reported carefully. Some important conclusion about the nature of research are that research is a way of systematically solving the research problem. In research, researcher always plans his steps in a systematic manner. Research is a scientific method. Researcher attempt to achieve this by experimentation, observation, logical argument, and combination of these three in different proportion. Verifiability. Conclusion of research are drawn through a scientific method and subject to verification at any time. Verifiability refers that phenomena must be capable of being observed and measured. It is tool for new product development. Research is a management tool for product development and the modification of existing product. Objectivity. In research, all things have to be objective. It is helpful in prediction. Conclusions that are drawn as a result are helpful in prediction and serve as an aid in decision making. Research serves as a basis of development for new management techniques and principles. It is aid in decision making, as we discussed this earlier. Research relies on empirical evidences and utilize relevant concepts. Now, up to the objectives of research. There could be many objectives of a research, but the main aim of the research is to find out the truth which is hidden and which is not has been discovered yet. Though each research study has its own specific purpose, we may divide all these objectives falling into 4 categories. These categories are: first, to get familiar with the concept or phenomena, and picturization of the characteristic of objective, maximum possible accuracy, and determining the frequency with which something occurs, and finally to test a hypothesis of a causal relationship between variables. It is major objective that we will learn in our upcoming videos. Now we come to the purpose of research. To find the truth which has not been discovered so far or partially discovered. This is first purpose of research. Now, second purpose is to formulate basic theories or existing knowledge into advanced systematic knowledge. Next purpose is to find relationship between groups or variables. And finally, try to improve tools for analyzing or to test these against the complex human behavior and institutions, and gain more control over the social behavior by understanding social life. Now we come to the aims of research. Though every research has its own aims, but some of common aims that research is aiming at solving the problems, either social problem or business problem. It is a purposeful activity, and as we discussed from the very first definition of research, that this is a systematic activity to gather new knowledge or update the existing knowledge. And research activities are defined by careful designing and procedures and analytical tools. A researcher is assumed as the expert of his field. For this, he is expected to be knowledgeable about the topic he is under research. Now we come to the characteristics of good research. A good research must be systematic. A good research must be logical, must be empirical, and should be verifiable. As far as possible, common concept must be used, and procedure followed in research must be sufficiently described. Finally, in the end, some of the limitations of research, however, evolve from the nature of research. Research is costly understating. It may lead to high cost sometime. However, a researcher should decide his boundaries like budget or time limitation and all these things. Not always, but sometimes success of research, or we may say the conclusion of or results, may take a long time, and researcher have to keep his patience. So another drawback, or we may say limitation, is time. And finally, availability of professional researcher. There is a big problem of availability of new researcher or expert researcher for the guidance of new researcher. So after these limitations, that's all for this video. And if you have any query about the video, you may let me know in comment section. And one most important thing, that please subscribe my channel and like this, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Okay, that's all for this video. Thanking you.